Well, hello there, everybody, and thank you that you're still watching Cooking with Jen. With Jen, of course, and who else do I have? Spectacular Shelby.
Hello.
Again, Prince is off somewhere else. And we were just sitting around thinking, what can I make for dinner? It's midweek. I want to make something that might last, have some leftovers if I don't feel like cooking tomorrow. What better than a casserole? What kind of casserole, you might ask? Tuna casserole, but with a twist. So, for my tuna casserole, I'm going to start off, I have a cast iron skillet. If you don't have a cast iron skillet, you can use any kind of dish that will work in your oven. Remember, middle of the week, easy cleanup. We want quick and easy meals that you can make throughout the week that, of course, cannot be beat. Otherwise, you can do everything separately and put it in your casserole dish and pop it in the oven when it's done. But me, I'm a little lazy today, so I'm going to use one pan to make everything in. Other than the pot of boiling water, I'm going to use for my noodles. So I have here, I've got 1 pound, which is 1 box. I like these little squiggly noodles. Don't know why I like them when tuna casserole, but I love them. If you want to use the little shell noodles, you want to use elbow noodles, whatever noodles you prefer. I happen to prefer these and happen to have them. So I'm going to let my pot of water come to a boil. While that's boiling, I'm going to get my little roux ready for my little casserole. So in my little cast iron skillet, I'm going to put my heat on a high heat. And the reason why I'm using the cast iron, because I can pop it right into the oven. Now I am going to take about 1.5 cups of milk. Put that right on in there. Now if you want to cut, make it a little more liquidy or cut your milk, your fat down, you can use a little bit of chicken stock, or you can also use half milk, half water. And if you're lactose intolerant, always use an almond milk or any lactose-free milk. And again, with the pasta, you can always use a gluten-free pasta as opposed to the regular one. What you're gonna do, you're gonna heat that milk up. You're gonna use 3 tablespoons of flour, and you're gonna kind of bring it to a boil, and then reduce your heat. And another thing you could do to make this cook time quick, go ahead and preheat your oven to 350 degrees. The other ingredients, obviously, if it's a tuna casserole, you're going to need the tuna. I am using a solid white albacore tuna and water, and I have a 9-ounce can. You don't have to use the albacore. Whatever tuna you have left over in your pantry, you can use. I just happen to have this, so that's what I'm going to use. Also, we're going to add some cheese to our tuna casserole, because what is better in a casserole? Obviously cheese. I have for you today a sharp white cheddar, which I'm going to grate up. Now my little secret ingredient is going to be some lemon that we are going to squeeze on top once we add our tuna into our little milk flour roux here. So now our milk is heating up, so now I'm going to add my flour because we want it to thicken and make almost like a gravy. You're going to stir that around. Now, if you don't like this combo, if you happen to have like some cream of mushroom soup or any creamed soup, you can do that instead. It works just as well. We're going to reduce our heat just a bit. And what's great about a tuna casserole, you can add any kind of veggies you have. If you have some frozen peas, add them in. You have some carrots you want to cut up in there, add it in. So now our water is coming to a boil. Our little flour milk mixture is simmering. Now it's time to add our noodles. Give it a stir. You're going to read the directions on the noodles. Usually it's about 10 to 12 minutes. But you want to cook them a little al dente so they're not quite cooked. So 2 minutes before they're actually ready is when you want to take them off. Because remember, it's a tuna casserole, so we're going to be baking the rest of it in the oven. So these particular noodles take about 9 to 11 minutes. So we're gonna go ahead and set our timer because we got some other stuff to do. We don't wanna forget about them. I'm gonna set it for about, 8 minutes. And remember, halfway through, you wanna give those noodles a quick stir. You can add some salt to the water if you wanna season up your noodles a little bit. You can even add a little olive oil. We are going to grate our cheese. Remember, I said I today have some sharp white cheddar cheese. If you have yellow cheddar, if you have Swiss, like a block of Swiss, any kind of cheese, even if you have slices and you want to put that over your casserole, doesn't matter. You can never go wrong with cheese. Kind of like bacon. And just so you know, I've got about a half a pound of cheese I'm going to grate up here. You can use more, you can use less. I am pretty cheesy, so I happen to like a lot of cheese. Now, just like I told you, your noodles are not gonna boil over. Haven't touched the temperature, haven't touched anything. Guess what? My water has not boiled over. You know why? I've got a magic spoon, wooden spoon, right on top the whole time. We still got about 4 minutes. So while those are finishing, we're gonna add our tuna right into our little mixture here. Okay, so now our timer is about to go off for our noodles. And remember, if they're not quite done, it's okay. You can take them out a couple minutes before because we're gonna bake those right into the oven. So they're still gonna cook. And obviously, you're gonna drain your little noodles. So I have my noodles drained. I'm gonna put them right back into that hot pot. It's gonna steam away any excess water you have in there. Don't put them back on the burner. You don't wanna cook them anymore. You just wanna steam that water away. Now, whatever seasonings you like, I happen to like dill. When I make my tuna regularly, I always add dill. We're gonna add that delicious flavor in there. Another thing I always add to my tuna, gives it a nice fresh taste. I add fresh lemon. So now, I'm gonna give that a little stir. Give it a whirl. Guess what? The oven's preheated. Everything's just about ready to pop in there. We're gonna add our noodles. Now what you're gonna do with these noodles, you're gonna give everything a little stir. Okay, so now you've got everything mixed here in your little skillet. You're gonna add this delicious cheese in here. I said I'm pretty cheesy, so I like a lot. You're gonna give this a stir. So as if this didn't look delicious enough, I told you there was gonna be a twist to this. The twist that we're gonna put is some jalapeno chips. That's jalapeno for y'all, my English speaking friends. We are gonna take a bag of jalapeno chips and smash them up. And all we're gonna do, we're gonna sprinkle all that on top. This is gonna give it a good crunch and an even better flavor. All you gotta do now, pop that in that oven. Now it's gonna be a little heavy. Ladies, you have someone to help you, put it in the oven, let them help you. If not, use 2 hands. You're gonna pop that right in the oven. You're gonna bake it for about 30 minutes, uncovered, because you do not want those chips to get mushy. You want them to be crispy. Set your timer, don't forget about it. I'll see you back soon. Dinner's almost ready.
A quick little intermission. If you want to be spiced up, you should definitely subscribe to this channel. Just so you know, guys, if you subscribe and like, this casserole will taste so much better. If you like cooking or baking, please subscribe and like this video.
Okay, so now we just have 2 minutes left. It looks like, oh, look at that crunchiness, deliciousness. Like I said, it's almost dinner time. So our timer has gone off. Turn our oven off. We did our sneak peek, so we know it's bubbly and delicious. Now again, if you have somebody to help you get this out of the oven, go get them. I don't. So I'm gonna get my little workout on today. I'll get a good look. But we are gonna let this sit for just a minute because like I said, it is piping hot. All right guys, so we've let it cool off just a few minutes. It's still really hot. But we're gonna scoop some up on our plate. Look at all that goodness. I'm gonna tell you what, when you try this, Tuna Helper has nothing on this dish. Now, Shelby usually always gets to try things first, but I've been working all day. I'm starving. I'm gonna try it first. Got my little spiral noodles. You almost need a spoon and not a fork. Got some albacore tuna in there. Gonna get some potato chips. I'm gonna blow on it just a bit because it's still steaming hot. I taste that sharp cheese, the crunch from the chips, the noodles, the little spiral noodles. I gotta do it again. I'm not gonna use Shelby's line of 10 out of 10. I'm gonna try it again. I don't even have a good line to come up with. I'm just gonna eat. That is too good. But since I have this whole pan here, I guess I'll let Shelby have some dinner and let her try it. All right, Shelby, give it a go. That's that crunch from those chips, isn't it?
Yes.
Shelby likes her chips.
10 out of 10. Definitely going to try this again.
There you have it, guys. Tuna casserole. Super easy, super fast. Remember, quick and easy meals you make throughout the week that can't be beat. You're gonna have leftovers, which I'm glad because I know I'm not gonna want to cook tomorrow. These jalapeno chips give it a great crunch. They actually aren't that spicy. Once you bake them, it gives flavor throughout your casserole. Shelby didn't even know they were super spicy chips. Well, supposed to be, but it's nice, crunchy, great flavor. Any kind of chip you have, add it. Or you can do the old-fashioned way. You can do breadcrumbs, but we want to make it a little interesting. Once again, I'm Jen. Got my spectacular Shelby as always. Thanks for tuning in, and I will definitely see you again. Be kind,